Hi, I'm Ken Hocke, Senior Editor for all things WorkBoat, and this is WorkBoat's Zoom video series. And today I'm talking to Micah Bowers, CEO, and Jenson Charnell, President of Inventech Marine Solutions, manufacturers of life-proof boats and FAST fast collar systems in Bremerton, Washington. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
How you do?
All right, so let's, for the audience, who is who here?
So I am Micah.
Okay,
I'm Jenson.
there you go. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with the most obvious question. Seems like something I do a lot of. So my first question to you is, how has your business been affected by the coronavirus?
That's a great question, Ken. It's obviously something that just came on us pretty quick this year. Overall, the industry was having a booming year. I saw you at Miami Boat Show just a few months ago. It didn't seem like something that was going to be too much of an effect at that time. And we were pretty excited about that boat show and what that boat show was bringing to us. And as you saw at the show, it was a busy show for us. The boat was really popular that we brought down there and had a lot of clientele come on board as we continue to expand our reach out to the East Coast and to different markets. It happened pretty quick, and right now it still looks very optimistic to us. We still feel really good where we are in the marketplace. We came into it with a very healthy backlog, and we haven't lost any orders because of it yet. Most of our clients, it's a mixed bag between the higher end recreational users and then also the government agency boats that we're building, and some commercial boats. We have some passenger boats, that we'll see how they do at the end of this, but overall, we look very optimistic. The impacts that we've noticed, though, is obviously the workforce. And so you can't have everything going on the way that it normally does in a time like this. We've had to be very careful with making sure everyone's, got the right procedures in place for safety. And we're listening to our governors and our federal leaders on what to do and what practices to follow. To say you don't have an impact is I think a little bit naive. There's definitely an impact. I don't know if we know everything that it's going to impact moving forward, but at least for us right now, we're in a great place and we're very fortunate for where we are. So, anything you want to add to that, Jenson?
No, exactly right. It's mostly, sales have been good. Backlog was strong. We haven't lost any sales because of it. So now it's just a matter of taking care of the team members, keeping them safe, doing everything we can as a company to meet the rules and regulations, but also just, common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a change. This is a change for everybody potentially, and who knows for how long. And we will conduct business accordingly.
It's a day-to-day thing too, right? So every day we find out new directives, new guidelines. We find out new ways to handle the situation. And then what are we going to do moving forward? Because we can go through the next few weeks and we can follow all the rules and the regulations and do everything we can. But then moving forward, how do we continue to manage the situation? And I think a lot of it's in putting trust back into your employees, that you're doing the right things too. Because in the big picture, we're all in this together. Most of our products are built here. So we're not really outsourcing a ton of product to come in to build this vessel. It's done here. And so our team members are critically important, and having trust that we're doing the right things for them and our clients. It's the things that we have to manage right now and look forward to how we're going to keep managing in the future. Clearly, there's no more boat shows right now. We were expecting to go do West Palm Beach, this week, and that didn't happen. So that's an impact clearly. And then there's a few other boat shows that we were going to do this quarter. We're going to not do them clearly. And we have to look to see what that is going to impact. People still are looking for boats. I mean, that's the one thing we keep seeing daily. We're getting requests. I had this week Malaysia, had some clients in Turkey, talked to the fellow science people in New Zealand, international and national. It's still there. So, but it's trying to work with those people because they can't come see our boats right now. That's another problem. It's hard to sell boats when people can't see the boats, but everybody's optimistic because they still want to go boating, and or they have a need for an agency that we're trying to fill.
So can you tell me, what do you have in the yard right now?
Well, that's a great question. Right now, it's the beginning of summer, so we have quite a few platforms in the shop. We service, again, a lot of different clientele. So we have a brand new 39-foot yacht line model, we're calling it. It's a pleasure craft yacht tender, and we have a 39 and a 33. Really awesome boats, really neat packages. The 39 is the first one that we built. The 33 is the second one. We delivered one last year as well. And so we have that style of boat in production. But then we also have the commercial boats. We have a new 42-footer that's going to go to Kona, Hawaii. And that one's just about to be delivered. It was on track for this month until everything happened. So it's obviously going to have a little bit of a delay until we can get back to the full swing of things. But that boat's just about complete. It's a pretty awesome package for him out there. And then we have some agency boats. We have a 31-foot full cabin. We have a 29-foot full cabin. We have a 27-foot full cabin. And then we look at the weld shop and what's going to come out of the weld shop for us when we can get back into the swing of things. And we have an awesome new boat Jenson's been working on, a 40-footer with twin step hull.
Yep, stepped hole. It's we've designed a lot of stepped holes in our past, and this is 41-foot by 12-foot wide triple outboard step hole, full cabin with everything you can imagine stuffed into it.
Yeah.
Client's been fantastic and totally understanding at this time. It's a recreational boat, but it's one of those platforms that can lend to a lot of different use. So
yeah, we've got some agency boats in the horizon that would use the same hull design. So it's a great way to get through that process. And then we have a new 35. We're calling it the Super Coupe. It's a GT coupe, very popular design for us in the last 3 years. It's probably been one of our most popular models. And it was originally a 31. Now we're offering it as a 35. And it can be reconfigured on the interior for different uses. But it's a fantastic platform. It allowed us to put a full stand-up head down in the cuddy area. It's an 11-foot beam. The first two are going to be Yamaha 425 packages, outboard packages. So it should be a fairly quick boat. And then we have a variant on a full cabin model in the production shop as well right now. So it's a 35 by 11 full cabin. Very exciting boat. I mean, our 35s are really sweet, just perfectly laid out designs for these clients. A lot of uses, and really excited about those boats moving forward. Our 33 has been our bread and butter, so this is just that next step. So,
all right, let's talk about 2020, and let's skip the coronavirus.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's talk about what was going on before. Like, what did you all deliver earlier this year, and what are we looking forward to the rest of 2020?
Jenson, you want to start? You've delivered some great boats this year.
Yeah, this year's been fantastic so far as deliveries. A while back, we delivered a 46-foot passenger vessel right here local to us, the Seattle area, to Argosy Cruises, and that was a 38-passenger full cabin twin inboard diesel jet boat. Mm-hmm. Great platform. Very happy for that being delivered.
How many passengers?
38 passengers.
38 passengers.
38 passengers in the cabin. It's a lot of space needed. Recently, we just delivered out to Maine. Went all the way across the country, a 36 by 10 passenger vessel as well. So that just got delivered, and then of course, right before that, we had a 33-foot full cabin.
Yeah.
Recently, we had delivered a 31 by 11 full cabin to Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Yeah.
And we've just had quite a number of vessels coming out at the beginning of this year. And trying to think if I'm missing anyone.
Well, we had Squaxin.
Oh, yeah. So Squaxin Island Police, the 27 by 8.6, nice walk-through cabin design. That platform they really love. They're already placing an order for a second one.
Yeah.
So that was, one of those things where you finish a boat and they're like, all right, we already got money for the next one. And you're like, that's fantastic. Let's keep moving. So
We're an interesting shop, as we've talked before, Ken, we service a lot of different agencies, a lot of different groups. And as you've heard now, kind of all over the world, we even have a new boat going to Saipan this year for 2020. It's a new scuba boat for them. It's 26 passengers with full gear. It's going to be about 35 feet by 11 when it's all said and done. It's a neat, more traditional looking scuba boat with very forward cabin, flush deck all the way through. And then, like we mentioned, the Argosy boat, the new boat going to Hawaii. We have the boat that went to Maine just recently. We've got this really unique, the year where we're delivering these subchapter T passenger boats really all over the Western Hemisphere here, which is kind of fun. And they're all unique, and we're good at that. We're good at unique. We're good at special boats. The shift for us this year really, though, has been we haven't had to do so much custom. We were really focusing more on doing some more standard models. We've had a lot more of a focus to that. We have a sales representative commercially now on the East Coast who can meet with a lot of different agencies, and he has a boat in hand, and it's been fantastic for him to show that product off, because once people get on board, they're pretty excited about the product. They're usually very sold. And so it's helped him a lot this year. He's been with us about a year now, and that's really grown our commercial division, our sales division. And then, this year, 2020, really busy year with a lot of RFPs coming out. And there's been a lot of RFIs to date, but there's some RFPs coming out, some big ones. And we're really excited to look at those, because commercially right now, your agencies are still working. They may be working remotely, but we're still getting a lot of sales requests, a lot of inquiries, a lot of discussion with various commercial and government agencies about their vessels. Once funding gets set up to them and they've got to spend it, they're hot to trot. And so this virus is not really slowing them down from wanting to get their boats. It may slow down the administrative a little, because maybe not everybody's in there to get that PO issued, but the awards are still happening. We haven't seen that slow us down at all. And I think, if anything, this quarter it's picked up. Even during this virus, we're just as busy as ever putting bids out. Hasn't slowed down at all. It's pretty interesting.
Well, that's very encouraging. Good to hear. And I'm going to let you guys get back to work, because it sounds like you got a lot to do. I appreciate you taking the time out to spend a few minutes with us today. And best of luck going forward. Stay safe and stay healthy. Huh?
Yeah, thank you. You too. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Okay.